Okay, today we are looking at what I call youth pastor, and we start with the song. Father in heaven, how we love you. We lift your name in all the earth. May your kingdom be established in our praise as your people declare your mighty word. Blessed be the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. Blessed be the Lord God Almighty, who reigns forevermore. Okay, I think sometimes people have difficulty differentiating the youth pastor from a rock star. And that's why we have this question, whether is a youth pastor a rock star? Because you can look from one to the other, and you might not actually be able to tell the difference. And I think part of the reason for this is because the youth pastors try to blend in with those that are shepherding. Young people, of course, we know, try to be, among the happening crowd. And so if you want to pastor those kinds of individuals, you must also look the part. You must be like one of them, so that they think you are cool and they can actually pay attention to what it is that you're trying to convey. And I think there's actually a scriptural basis for this, because if you look at Mark 14 verse 43, it looks like those that wanted to capture the Lord had difficulty being able to pinpoint him among his disciples, and so they had to get the betrayer, who was Judas, to give them a signal so that they can actually tell who the Lord is. Because among the disciples, it was actually like he could blend. If you look at verse 43, while Jesus was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12, arrived, accompanied by a crowd armed with swords and clubs, sent from the chief priests, scribes, and elders. Now the betrayer had arranged the signal with them. The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him and lead him away securely. Going directly to Jesus, he said, Rabbi, and kissed him. So these guys will have had a bit of difficulty. And I think one can then use that as a justification for the youth pastor not looking too different from a rock star. But too much blending can also be a problem. If you are still not able to stand out, people cannot see you as different. It can actually be very problematic. In other words, even if you try to blend in with the youth that you're trying to pastor, Christ should still be seen in you. And we see another example in John 18:25. Simon Peter was still standing and warming himself. So they asked him, aren't you also one of the disciples? He denied it and said, I'm not. He denied Christ, that's true, but they could actually pick him out from the crowd, that this is one of the disciples. And I think we need to have that kind of a balancing act. We want to be able to blend in terms of those that we pastor, but we should still be able to stand out so that people can say that truly this is a Christian, this is a believer.